Hi guys, my name's Alexis and I just wanted to share my first batch of thrift books that I ordered. So again, there's this site called thriftbooks.com and I'll be sure to leave a link in the description box below to the site just to be able to check out the inventory. And if you do decide to order using that, you'll get points, as will I, for referring you. But hey, take this video as is, just my opinion. But I do think customer service and customer feedback does show a lot for any brand or industry. So I'll start with the fact that it is rated by tiers for the books. So the lowest on the tier would be considered acceptable, followed by good, very good, like new, and new. Um, I would think for a thrift book site, you wouldn't want to buy the new conditions because that would be the same price as the retail that it was originally listed. That's usually printed on the book already. It's not a sticker or anything. That's the retail price. And to get the used book, it would be a few cents or a few dollars even less than the original pricing. Also, it may vary on edition, how old it is, and what its value is considered, all that good stuff. Now, I'm going to start off with the fact that I ordered historical romances and I initially started finding my love for it because of one of my close friends, and she had recommended to me the Bridgerton Netflix show. After watching it, I learned it was based on a book series created by Julia Quinn. And then after finding Julia Quinn, I've learned that she is a historical romance writer. And then after learning of that genre, I was checking into other authors as well. Julia Quinn's books, if you haven't noticed, her books are kind of sold out everywhere for the Bridgerton series now. And I couldn't find the new ones. So it is what it is. But it led me to another great author and my first historical romance author, Eloisa James. I bought her books for The American Duchess and The Ugly Duchess. And I'm mainly going to talk about the series that The Ugly Duchess comes from. It's from her series Fairy Tales, a total of 5 currently in part of that series. And basically, they're retellings of fairy tales that are well known. Some of them include retelling of Rapunzel and Princess and the Pea, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella. It seems to lean towards that princessy, royalty, romance aspect, right? So my first order, excuse me, because my eyes just, for some reason, acting, allergic right now. And my first order contained these 2 books. This is considered the 4th in the series, whereas this is the 2nd, but these came together from the same location. It also indicates to you, if you decide to make an account on Thriftbooks, you can track where or how long your order is expected to arrive. In my case, it came in the order of 2 shipments, and it also indicates that as well. I would advise, if you do decide to use this, to just go ahead and create the account. It's free. And you would be able to keep track of your shipments that you order, but also anything you want to save or you want to watch if it's already out of stock. So you can keep an eye out for it, and you can get notifications on new arrivals or availability of the books you are looking into. Of course, they don't have everything. It just depends on their inventory because most of what they get is donated. And I thought that was kind of interesting to have it tiered in such a way, because for some it uses used and then you get what you get, but this is a very efficient way to make it worthwhile. And yeah, I was kind of disappointed with this first batch, not gonna lie, because this one was considered very good, but the spine is broken. If the spine is broken, in my opinion, I would not want to label it very good. I would probably put it at good at best, because I don't enjoy having my spine broken. I don't enjoy writings in the pages. I don't enjoy highlights. But I still got good because I thought I thought it would be okay. I kind of expected it for just good, but this was supposed to be very good. Very good. And start with this one. Historical romances tend to have setbacks, but this one had some sticky residue here. It's a former library copy, but the spine is straight despite being broken. Pages intact, no writing on the edges or anything. So I guess I would be okay with this being considered very good according to them, but in my opinion, I would have put good at best because of the broken spine. Next, this one was labeled good, and for the copy of this one, the spine was broken and it's very lopsided, the pages. I'm assuming it perhaps is due to storage or shipping. I wouldn't, probably leaning up against something, because if I push it in the opposite direction, it starts to realign somewhat, but I'll probably have to press this in between a pair of hard cover books. Edges kind of curled here on the front. Some fading on the edges from color, from the ink, excuse me. Broken in several places. So this is not as worn as this one, but nonetheless, it messes with the picture on the side. Not here for it. But I digress, because we move on to the next. And this package came today. They came about 2 days apart, but certainly within the week. When I had ordered my package on Sunday, I got a notification on Monday that the first package had been shipped and the expected arrival was Wednesday, and that was the case. That is what happened. So tracking, efficient, and on time. Bottom line. Same thing for this shipping. It informed me when it was shipped. It informed me expected arrival, and then of any updates. Initially, it was expected to arrive to me 9 p.m. today, but then it updated me again by 7:45, and then it arrived earlier, as I expected, because I know my local mailing services, they don't deliver that late into the day. We usually get our packages around like 3 p.m. or whatnot, whatever time schools normally end. And this package was more tightly wrapped than the first one I got, but these are in very good condition. I would consider this one I would definitely consider like new, but you know what it's labeled? It's just labeled good. Look at that. Spine perfectly intact. And aside from slight, you can just make out some spine breakage here, but it was covered by a sticker. Thriftbooks also has stickers on their books that they sell on the spine. These two happen to also have it on the cover, so that also indicated to me that these came from the same warehouse, of course, aside from them being shipped in the same package, but they must have different labeling systems. This isn't really flexible here, as was The Duke Is Mine and Once Upon a Tower. So no stickiness in this, perfectly straight pages. I was sure to disinfect my books too before I even touch them. There's some shelf wear on all of them, but that's to be expected. So I would expect that of new books. Like, honestly, if it's standing upright, it's gonna have some shelf wear. This one was labeled very good condition. I can see that being considered very good because the spine's not broken, man. Again, just a little bit, just that little bit, and of course shelf wear. But straight pages, untouched, unbothered. Also, advised to check to see if any pages are missing, but these seemingly is complete. All of these are seemingly complete. This one was labeled, again, very good, but I agree with this. This one should be considered like new, but it was only labeled good. But that's fine by me because it works in my favor. It's less cents to pay. But yeah, beautiful, perfectly intact. These ones were, oh my god, these took my breath away, literally, when I opened the package. Whereas the first one was kind of like, alright, but the fact that I was able to complete my series for, uh, it would have been less than $20 had I bought the final book, but I had already bought that at the retail price. But even then, for a full series of 5 books, I could have gotten that for under $20. But here I have bought them all for $15.08. Shipping was free because it was over $10. They, like I said, came from 2 different states, and I can definitely see myself buying it, or their merchandise again, their used books, and in the future potentially I might buy new. I certainly have a list already saved of what I want to get in the future, but I need to get to what's here, and I certainly have a lot of to be read. I also used Honey, which is this Chrome extension. I only use Chrome for my web browser, and the Chrome extension Honey, you're able to apply discount codes to your orders before you pay, and that made it a little less, for it to be a discount of $2.80, or excuse me, $2.68. So like I said, all in all, I got all these for $15.08. And the ones that were more distorted, they happened to come, I don't mind sharing the state that they came from. These ones came from Illinois. So that's about the other side of the country from me. And then these ones came from Texas. And perhaps the 2 warehouses that my orders happen to come from, they have different protocols, but I think Texas is doing a very good job. Illinois, you did all right. It's like, nah. But all in all, Thrift Books, they're all one and the same company, same people, same retail bargain. And I would give this, all in all, 4 stars. Initially, if I was concerned with this package, because I would have rated it 3 stars or less, because I was that irked about the spines. But after looking at these, all is forgiven. I'll give you a full another star, 4 stars out of 5. And again, in the future, I'll probably, as someone who enjoys things that look new or fresh or unbothered, I would preferably pick like new or very good. If it's something that I really want to read, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep in the long run, maybe I'll go for good. But anything less, I'm never getting acceptable for a fact, because I don't like writing in my pages. I don't like folds. I don't care if it's legible. I want it to be pretty on the shelf, because who knows, however long I intend to keep them, and if I want to give them away myself or sell them off, I don't know, on eBay, it is what it is. I can proudly say that these were well loved to some people, but for me, if it's clean, if it's like new, as these 2 were, that's also well loved, because it was taken care of. It wasn't crinkled, and you can still admire its beauty from the side and on the cover. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Thrift Books. 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely would recommend, but advise caution depending on the type of condition you're okay with. I just know I prefer to have some things that look new, so it is what it is. But thanks for watching. I will leave a referral code down at the bottom. You will be rewarded, as will I. So if you decide to use it, much appreciated. Have a good night. Take care.